Good morning and welcome to Rob's Wild Adventures in Glastonbury. I'm at the world famous Glastonbury Festival. I've been walking around for a few days now. I've been looking around the places I normally do, hunting around for really interesting beasties. But as you'd expect, I've only seen a few beetles, a few little tiny spiders scurrying around. This is after all farmland and there's going to be a few animals knocking around here. So I've had to look a little bit closer for a really interesting adventure to talk to you guys about. So I really wanted to bring you something from here. As I've looked around, I've thought a lot. I've been to a lot of talks, a lot of speeches, a lot of different directions, a lot of really, really cool ideas. And I've just been thinking, and it made me realise that the adventure here is not me finding some awesome bug that lives under a tent. It's actually the thoughts that are brought together in places like this. People keep talking about taking action. You know, stopping plastic, try and reuse things, try and recycle things, all these different messages, all these different directions. It's all really, really confusing. It's all really tiring. It all really, really affects our lifestyle as we live now. But thinking about all these ideas, there's something really, really simple in all of it, which all of us can do. And it's this. It's nothing actually that bad. You guys can do something by not doing anything at all. That's the message that I've come up with. Think about it every day. Every day we go out, we make our decisions about buying stuff, about doing stuff. I need this, I need that. What you think you need, you don't. You want it. That's the thing. You don't need it. If you didn't have it, you wouldn't die. Of course you wouldn't. You probably wouldn't be any less happier either. So the simple thing is, just question things. Just question everything. Every single decision you make every day. It's all I'm asking. Just question stuff. Question, do I need it? How's it actually going to benefit me? But more importantly, if I do have this cup of coffee, how is it going to impact other people? Parts of the environment, all of these things, because at the end of the day, no matter how environmentally friendly something is, it's going to have an impact somewhere, isn't it? If I ask for a cup, a cardboard cup, a cup that can be recycled, where's that cardboard come from? It's probably come from a tree, and that tree's had to be chopped down to make your cardboard. And also as well, where's that tree from? Is it a wild tree? Or is it a tree that's been grown on a plantation somewhere? If I'd not wanted that cup, what would have been there instead of that plantation? Maybe wild habitat instead of man-made plantations. It's all these things, that's all I'm asking, is just think about stuff. Just think about everything. How is this thing that I'm acquiring or doing going to impact me? How's it going to impact the environment? How's it going to impact all of us? Everything we do, everything we think about, every decision we make will have an impact on something somewhere. That is an amazing, amazing thought, isn't it? So just bear in mind that rather than thinking about me, why don't we think about we, with every decision that we make, and then collectively we can make a difference by doing so very little. You can do something by not doing something today. Just one little thing. Don't buy a cup of coffee. Don't drive in the car. Just little things. And just think, there's 60 million people of us here in Britain. And if we all did one little thing, or we all didn't do one little thing today, we would make 60 million differences to the environment, to people, to everything. And collectively, we'll make things better. The power is with you. We should all be the questioners of everything in our world. We create things every day. We listen to things every day. We've all got perfectly good minds. We've all got perfectly good voices. We should all be questioning things. Don't take things at face value. Don't take things for granted, even from so-called experts. Look into stuff, question stuff, get the truth out of things. And you could be the one that really makes a difference. You is everyone. Here at Glasgow is an absolute prime example of how one little tiny thing can change things. They had a brilliant idea. That idea was, let's ban the sale of all plastic bottles at the Glastonbury Festival. Such a simple thing to say, and it's been so effective. They have, over this weekend, saved over 1 million plastic bottles from being sold. So from one tiny thought of abstinence, just to get rid of plastic bottles, they've got rid of over 1 million plastic bottles being sold. Now, what an incredible thought, and it really puts it in perspective. All it takes is a tiny idea just to say no to something really, really tiny and doesn't make any difference to anybody, and it makes such a huge difference to the world.